Bavarian crochet. It's one of my favourites, and I know there's a few people that would like to learn. I shall try to show you what I have learned. This is the basic pattern for a Bavarian crochet. You have the centre core, and then you have 4 full corners, and then you have the inset. This shape here, that is the centre. Then you have a row 1, which gives you the pink triangles. You come round, and then you start row 2 with just this is the shells. You've already done 4 full shells here. This is a half shell, and this gives row 2. After row 2 is finished, you go back again to row 1, but it will be in this corner at the top and increase that way. Once you've learned this basic core in 2 steps, row 1 and row 2, you will know enough to make any size and any colour of Bavarian crocheted blankets. If you've done crochet before, you'll understand the next few steps that I'm going to do. If you haven't, just take your time and replay this as much as you need. You're going to make a slip knot to begin with. You take the wool over and under, and then you pull it through and make your slip knot. Now you need to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you're going to link your chain and to make a circle. Put your needle back through the first one and pull the wool through, and then pull it through again, and that's you've made a circle. From here you need to chain 5. So you hold the circle in your fingers to keep the tension and chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you're going to do a triple crochet. You come round your needle twice. You come back through the centre of the circle that you've just made, pull through, and work 2 pulls of the triple, keeping the stitch on your needle. It's something very similar to Tunisian knitting. See, you've got your outside bar that you've made, and you have 1 almost completed triple. You have to make 4 of these triples, so this is what I will now do. Going through the centre each time, leaving it on your needle, you can take your time if you're learning, just take it 1 stitch at a time. Just take your time. Now I have 3 and 1 more. You can change your finger position to keep your tension right. Don't make it too tight. Now there is my 4 triples in the centre ring with the outside support. Now what I'm going to do is pull through all of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the outside one. Now you have to chain 5 from this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're now going to bring this back down to your circle. Go through the centre, pick it up, pull it through, keep your wee tail out the way, and pull through again. Now what you've just made is the first leaf of the inside core. Okay, I have just completed a second one. second core leaf, and you can see that I've taken it again through the center, and you have to complete 4 of these in the center. So when you've done your second one, what you're going to have to do is pull it. Don't worry about breaking it. Pull it round, squeeze it up next to the first one, which gives you more of the chain to complete number 3 and number 4. I'm going to do the 4th one with you to show you how to tie it off and start another colour if that is what you wish. So this is the fourth petal in the first part of the core. You chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wrap around twice, come through the center, pull back through, and almost complete the triple crochet, but hold it on your needle. You need to do 4 of these. Once we've completed the 4th one, we have to pull through all 5 of those stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that one makes 5. Now chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now take that stitch back down here through the center. Pick up, come back through both of these again. Now I'm going to move on to a darker colour. So what you'll need to do is you have your little petals. You just cut your wool and pull it through. Tighten it off, and this will be the front of your petal. This will be sewn into the back so you won't see it. And if I compare it with this one, it's the center, and it does look better the more you put around it. Okay, what I've done is I've marked the tip of each of these little petals. Where you came through, you gathered up all 4 and 1 makes 5, and then you chained 5. This is the beginning of the chain 5 on the outer line of each. I marked it because you'll need to know where to find that when you make the full shells. I'm now moving on to a darker colour. So I make another slip knot. And put my crochet hook in it like that. Now, if you were continuing in the same colour, you wouldn't cut your wool, you would just continue with this next step. Now what I'm going to do is, that is the end of my old wool. I'm going to put the base of my crochet hook through where the last stitch of the previous line ended. I'm going to hold the wool, the new wool here, and pull the crochet hook all the way through to this side. Now, you are going to complete a full shell here. There are 4, 1 for each corner, and you'll soon see where this yellow marker comes in. Now you will complete 12 triple crochets in groups of 4, round, and then where this marker is, you have to put your crochet hook through the center of that stitch. Once you've gone through the center, you can take away your marker. Because we're using a different color of wool, you will see the hole. Now if I lift this up and pull that through, you can see I've actually gone through the center. It's important that you go through the center because the full shell won't hold properly around the shape if you miss that center. Complete your triple crochet. all the way through. And that is your first triple crochet. Complete another 3, remembering to go for the center. The more you do this, the easier it will get for you to find the center and complete it quickly. This is my 3rd triple crochet I'm doing. All 12 crochets, triple crochets, have to go through that circle. So that's 3, and I'll do one more. Take your time. You can still see the center that I'm going through. Once you've completed your 4th triple crochet, you have to chain 1. Now complete another 4. In this manner, you have to complete each corner 12 triple crochets in groups of 4 with 1 chain between each group of 4. And count as you go along. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's the 2nd group of 4. Just move my wool to this side. Now I chain 1 again because that's the 2nd group of 4. I chain 1 and do the 3rd group of 4. When you come to doing the 3rd group of 4, you should find the center is quite clearly visible now. This is my 2nd one. Going through for the 3rd one. And now the 4th one. Just take your time. That is the 4th one. That is a full shell. And you can see as you chain 1, it gives it a nice rounded effect. But chaining 1 is also used on the next row. To tie this particular full shell down, if you come back to your petals where you came through and locked your outer line down, that little hole there, you bring your crochet hook through that hole. Pick it up, come back through and pull through 1. Now that is your full shell, and if you look at this one, you can see it is the same as this. That is a full shell that is always done on each corner. Now complete 2 more shells and I'll join you on the 4th. So you should have completed your 4th one. I've completed my 4th one and I'm going to tie it in to the same place I started. To come round and you go through, pick up, come through, and again come through again because you're tying it off, because you will have to cut your thread here even if you want to continue in the same colour. You pull through and pull the slip knot very tight, and as you can see you can manipulate it so that it's sitting quite nice, and that is the centre of your Bavarian blanket. Here you can see where the full shells are, and where you were making the full shell, here you do 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 1, then you count 4 again, and that's where you've made the second chain. So you have 2 holes, and you have these on each corner. I'm just going to mark them so you can see them. As you progress with this, you can see it there where you've chained. You'll be able to pick up these marks easily. And if you look here on this one that we did earlier, you will see the next row is row 1 of the actual blanket itself, and it links in to each of these points, turning your shell into a square shape. The next video will show step 1 and step 2 of the edging of a Bavarian blanket.